everyone! Welcome to my reading vlog of Babel by R.F. Kuang. I started this book about a month ago. Then I got COVID and I read a lot of it during COVID because like what else did I have to do? But then all the little tasks that I didn't do during COVID, I had to do after COVID. So I didn't really have time to like read the final 150 pages of this book. So I thought I would finally just hop back into Babel and try to finish those last 150 pages. I hope you enjoy the video. Make sure to give it a like if you like it and make sure to subscribe. Okay, let's get into the reading vlog. Hey, okay, so we're actually starting off this reading journey at my recording studio. So I'm a singer-songwriter and I record at Catherine North Studios. It's this like old abandoned church that's haunted. Look at, how do I show you this? Look at the stained glass windows. Do you see that? Aren't they so pretty? So basically my producers are downstairs programming some stuff. So I have some free time. I have a little bit of a break. So I'm just gonna I guess continue reading Babel. Yeah. Tell me what I can do. I just love the little footnotes. Oh my gosh, the little footnotes in Babel, like I don't know if you can see that, but see the bottom right there with a little star. R.F. Kuang, she's just so amazing. She like explains things that the reader wouldn't necessarily know if they weren't educated in the topic, and she explains it with footnotes, and sometimes the footnotes can be really funny too, like they can add a lot of humor to the text. I've never enjoyed reading footnotes before in my entire life until now, so good job, Rebecca Kuang. I thought we already got through the plot twist of the century. Turns out there's a second plot twist of the century in this book. Whoa, learning some things about some characters. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry if you can like hear the music downstairs, but if you hear stuff in the background, it's them working on the music. But oh my gosh, this quote, that's the great contradiction of colonialism. It's built to destroy that which it prizes most. I've never heard a truer, more eloquent statement. This is so good. I love this book. Good morning. I've been awake for like a half an hour. And this is little Thea. She will not stop snuggling me. So just have to wait here until she decides that we can get up. Right, honey? Yeah. Okay, so I'm finally up. So now I'm gonna make my matcha latte and we're gonna read. All of the time. Okay, I'm on page 417 and it just hit me that this book feels like it could be an entire thesis. It feels like someone was like, write a thesis on anti-colonialism, and the author was like, cool, let me write an entire fantasy book to explain through this world like what is going on. And she's just such a genius. I just feel like I'm learning so much reading this book, but also just having so much fun reading it. I just finished book 4. Now I'm on book 5. I'm gonna get ready for the day and then I'm gonna keep reading. I really want to finish this book today because it's just so good and I have less than 100 pages left. See you when I'm all ready for the day. Bye. Okay, so I got ready for the day. So now I'm going to go eat some lunch and I'm gonna read while I eat. You can't eat lunch without reading. What's the point of eating lunch without reading, right, Thea? My little cat's there, I'll show you.
Right, baby girl, are you sniffing mommy's lighting equipment? Yeah.
Update. Oh my gosh. We are about to get an interlude from a very important particular character right now. I am very intrigued and interested to read what this character has to say to me right now. Y'all, I'm now like 50 pages away from being done and oh my goodness. The last 150 pages of this book are insane. I just feel like I've been on a roller coaster for the past 100 pages. Seriously. I don't want it to end. What the heck? That's such a lie. I counted. I have like 60 pages left. Like 65. Like, where did I get 50 from? I can do like integral calculus, but I can't do basic addition and subtraction. Okay, we are back. I ate dinner, which means it's pretty late in the evening, and I'm just gonna continue reading Babel. Okay, glasses on, book in hand, we're ready to go. Yay! I just finished chapter 28, and we're having some debates. The characters are having some debates in this book. It's hard for me to figure out like which side I'm on. I think I'm on one side of the debate, and then I find myself on the other, and then I find myself switching back and forth. It's really like asking like, what is the appropriate amount of violence? How many innocent people are you willing to hurt along the way to this goal? Do the ends justify the means? You have these characters who are all in agreement and who all ultimately want the same thing, but who can't agree on the methodology of how to get there. And I don't even know how they're debating because I can't even figure out in my own brain what I believe. This book is genius. Like, to make you think that deeply, to make the reader switch sides as often as they are and second guess themselves and think, well, there has to be some solution, and then realizing that maybe there really isn't one. I don't even know if the author has an answer. I don't even think she does. I think that's the point. I think she's using these characters kind of as like proxies for her own debate that she has going on in her own head. This book is just elite. I can't even explain to you like how incredible I truly find this book. I was about to start reading, and then I just realized that if I want hot chocolate, I should probably drink it now because it's like 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna go make hot chocolate, and then I'm gonna come back and finish Babel. I'm gonna finish it. Oh my god. Okay, I'm back. I've got my steaming cup of hot cocoa. Can you see the steam from the camera? Darn, I can see the steam in real life, but unfortunately, you're just not privy to that view. Sorry. Oh my god. It is hot and it has chocolate. I mean, what more could you ask for? Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this hot chocolate and I'm gonna finish Babel. I just finished chapter 31. What? My mind is racing. It's going to a million different places. I don't know whether to trust what's happening or not. I don't know how to feel right now. I feel very apprehensive and scared. I don't know what's going on. I did it. I finished it. Babel is truly a top tier dark academia book. It's one of my favorite books I've ever read. I think it accomplishes what no other dark academia book has accomplished. I definitely cried. I just didn't have the camera on, so you can't see my tears. I'm really sorry. I honestly feel like everyone should read this in high school. It sparks so many philosophical debates, and it's honestly just 540 pages of brilliance. I don't know, since I just finished it, it's like hard for me to collect my thoughts, and I think I'm going to like really break it down, take a little break, and just distance myself from it for a while. It's the next day. I've gathered my thoughts. Let's talk about Babel. Y'all, this book, like I said last night, is one of the best dark academia books I've ever read. It accomplishes what no other dark academia book has accomplished thus far. Usually dark academia is about the dangers of obsession, and it's more of a personal internal issue with the character. They go into also the dangers of academic pressure and academic abuse, but they never really touch on how colonialism has created the society in which academia is so prized and can be so toxic. Babel is truly the first dark academia book to really delve into the colonialism side of academia. It focuses on society and structural issues. I'm gonna talk about some of the things I absolutely loved about it, and then I'm gonna talk about my one gripe with this book. What I absolutely adored about this book was, I mean, the plot was so excellent. I definitely figured out what was going to happen with certain characters. I think honestly though, that's the sign of good storytelling. She set it up such that when, certain characters would do things, we weren't like shocked. She explored her characters so much that it wasn't a surprise to us when they would do certain acts. I think it signifies that she set the story up well to where it had to go there. I think that that's a lot better than just having random plot twists for the sake of shocking and surprising the reader. Another thing that I personally loved is the magic system. Now, I've heard a lot of people critiquing the magic system because it has to do with silver work. And I've heard a lot of people saying like silver is basically just being used as a substitute for like money. And they're like, if you're just talking about economics, why not just use money? Like, why use this metaphor of silver? And I personally think that the use of silver as a metaphor was genius because a lot of people like me don't understand economics to an extent that maybe some other people do. Like, I never took economics courses, so the economy and the whole kind of like money isn't even real debate, like it's difficult for many people to wrap their minds around it. And so what she's done here is she's taken like the economy and she's like, let me simplify it by just using silver work. And I'll use this as a metaphor so that everything can be explained so much easier. And I, as a non-economic student, I went to school for psychology, so I really appreciated that. I think it was such a clever way of weaving fantasy into real life and having your magic system have a true purpose. Now, I think the one downfall of this book comes not from the characters necessarily, but from the characters' relationships with each other. Throughout the book, we're told that this group of 4 students is so close. They are best friends. They do everything together. They stay up late laughing together, just bonding so much. We hear about this, but we're never actually shown this. Rami, for instance, is described as having like such an amazing sense of humor and like always, making them burst into fits of giggles, but we never actually see that. We're just told that. We don't actually see their relationships develop. We're just told that they do. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. So I think the payoff when it came to the characters just wasn't there as much as it could have been. What we do get to see character-wise, and what I think that R.F. Kuang just does so brilliantly, is the depiction of intersectionality. Letty is just the perfect example of the oppressed oppressor. Letty truly is a mirror for the white audience of this book. For me, my personal favorite character was Victoire. I love the ending of this book. I was hoping that where it went, it would go. I feel like everything that happened was the most realistic thing. She didn't sugarcoat anything. She didn't like hold our hand through everything. She really just represented society so perfectly. I just feel like this book should be taught in classrooms. It's such a perfect example of great writing. So yeah, ultimately, those are all my thoughts on Babel. If you want to see more videos like this, then please subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified whenever I post. Also, make sure to give this video a like if you liked it. Also, make sure to give it a like if you hated it. Make sure to leave a comment letting me know your thoughts on Babel. Let's talk about it in the comments. If you are going to comment a spoiler though, just put like spoiler in all caps and then like do spaces. Oh, that's the garage door. I apologize for the noise. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun. I hope y'all had fun watching this video and watching me read Babel. Stay tuned for more book videos super soon. Okay.